That's why I just put the last thing that you want to figure out something better.
That's what they did.
Unless they have 15 deletion.
Hey Scott, how you doing?
Oh, good. How are you?
Hey, a quick question. On when I sent you that tower addendum, they have a contract already that we already have,
Okay.
and they're just gonna add an addendum to it.
Right.
Put it on there. Can we do that?
Yeah, well, as long as I think didn't I sent it back so we could. I think as long as we're expanding the scope of our original contract.
Yes.
And however we got our original contract,
Okay.
however we did
We did it
that.
out for bid.
Yeah. And so we're just if it was, for sure if the original bid. I can't remember if this is the one I was thinking. I have a couple contract issues coming
It's
up.
been a long time. We've had
Yeah.
that contract for a long time.
Yeah, so as long as it can be said that we are not circumventing bidding, we are actually just expanding the scope of our original proposal, the RFP we went out for, got proposed.
Yeah, because when we originally went, they didn't want to put the tower on there at the time.
Right.
And now they do, and that company's like one of the only ones that does it anywhere.
No, it really can't, it's not really technically a sole source,
No.
but it's real close, I guess.
Okay, I'll get with you more because I want to kind of get it figured out. All right, thank you.
I'll go back and look at it. I remember we went back and forth on it.
I
and
think
thought
that
we
says
resolved
everything,
it.
so I'm not sure. So I just want to be sure before we try to take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, about 7 o'clock. This party starts. The meeting will be called to order. I'll read our quick statement. Welcome to the City of Lake Helen City Commission meeting. The agenda is regularly scheduled commission meeting. It's posted in City Hall the week of the meeting. Agendas and all backup materials supporting each agenda item are available at City Hall on the city's website at www.lakehelen.org. Anyone desiring to speak to the commission must fill out and provide the mayor the yellow request to speak form located at the door. After being recognized by the mayor, persons are asked to come forward, speak from the podium, state their name and address, and direct all remarks to the commission as a body, not individual members of the commission, staff, or audience. Citizen comments during public comments, and each section of the agenda are public comment is allowed, let me see, comments of each section of the agenda where public comment was allowed are asked to limit the discussion to 3 minutes. Large groups are asked to name a spokesperson. The period of time for the comments are not for questioning, questions directed to the commission or staff. Immediate answer. Questions and directed to the city commission will be referred to staff and should be answered by staff within a reasonable period of time following the date of the meeting. Order and decorum will preserve at all meetings. Personal, impertinent, and slanderous remarks are not permitted. Thank you for participating in your city government. Call to order, roll. Zone 1.
Present.
Zone 2. Here. 3, 4, and 9. Again, the mayor's here. Ceremonial matters. We'll have a legislative prayer. I'm missing our minister, so I'll be the deacon in charge. And if you stand with me, 5 minutes. Do the prayer. And as this commission to direction, we ask that all things that we do will be done in decent and order, and so that it'll be uplifting and to provide a forward motion for our city, which you have preserved for this long. This is the asking our son in the name of his son, Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Now, as I see it, there are 2 additions to the meeting. Additions, modifications, if anybody on the table we know I have. We have a 5B, which is a Poppy Day proclamation. 5B. And we have a 8E, which is additional within the events applications that have been applied for, and this is the Lake Helen Pride Dance and Poppy Ball. All other agenda items, anyone that has anything they want to add?
Alan Cook Jr. sent an email requesting the use of a park on May 31st or June 1st. Do you want to add that in there somewhere?
Administrator, is that part of our, is that something, when is it, June?
May 31st or June 1st.
Yeah, we could add it under events, they want to do a movie night.
Okay.
They could spill over to the park, so we sent an email, saying it couldn't be here tonight, but just to request.
Do you have more copies of that? I don't have. Okay, I'll just read it. You put that under the events and make that A, B, C, D, E, F, 8F. Okay. First one we'll start with is 5A, which is proclamation of National Safe Voting Week. Proclamation. For over 100 million Americans, voting continues to be a popular recreation activity. From coast to coast and everywhere in between, people are taking to the water and enjoying the time together, voting, sailing, paddling, and fishing. During National Safe Voting Week, the United States Coast Guard and the National Safe Voting Council, along with federal, state, and local safe voting partners, encourage all voters to explore and to enjoy America's beautiful waters responsibly. Safe voting begins with preparation. The Coast Guard estimates that human error accounts for most of the voting accidents and that life jackets could prevent nearly 75% of voting fatalities. Through these basic voting safety procedures, carrying life-saving, emergency distress, and communication equipment, wearing life jackets, and attending safe boating courses, participating in free boat and safe checks, and staying sober when navigating. We can help ensure boaters on America's coastal islands and offshore islands stay safe throughout the season. National Safe Boating Week is observed to bring attention to important life-saving tips for the recreational boaters so that they can have a safer, more fun experience out on the water throughout the year. And whereas an average of 650 people die each year in boating-related accidents in the United States, the vast majority of these accidents are caused by human error or poor judgment and not by the boat equipment or environmental factors. And whereas significant numbers of boaters who lose their lives by drowning each year would be alive today if they had worn their life preserver. Therefore, I, Vernon Burton, do hereby support the goal of the Safe Boating Campaign and Proclamation 18, 2024, May 2 to 24th, as National Safe Boating Week and the start of the year-round effort to promote safe boating and witness to all those who vote to practice safe boating habits and wear life jackets at all times boating. Given under my signature under the seal of the city of Lake Helen on this day, this is the 9th day of May 2024, near Burnsburg. We have another proclamation that was added, which is Day. Poppy Day. Whereas America is the land of freedom, preserved and protected willingly and freely by citizen soldiers, and where millions who have answered the call to arms have died on the field of battle, and whereas a nation at peace must be reminded of the price of war and the debt owed to those who have died in war, whereas the red poppy has been designated as a symbol of sacrifice of lives in all wars, and whereas the American Legion Auxiliary has pledged to remind Americans annually that the city of Lake Helen, in Lake Helen, do hereby proclaim this 24th day of May 24th as Poppy Day, and ask that all citizens pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of freedom by wearing the memorial poppy this day. And whereas, therefore, I have set my hand and cause to be affixed to the seal of the city of Lake Helen in Lake Helen, Florida, this 9th day of May 24th. Kelly, do you have she has it? Okay. Before we do that, can I just do something? Roger, I'm going to turn to you. What I just read, could you give a distinction between Poppy Day and Memorial? Sorry about that.
Today is a day that's set aside to honor all the veterans in, along with Veterans Day. The Poppy Day came from an incident in World War I where, I forget his rank, I think it was Lieutenant, had the area where a large battle had occurred called Flanders in mud and debris. When they came as a remembrance of those that were lost in the battles of war. Now there's a significant, each part of the poppy means a different part of it. I don't have that with me. See, that's the difference between the two.
Thank you, brother. And at this point in time, the bequest, you can stand, we just have a moment of silence for all those who died. Thank you. Kelly, want us to come down? You want to
Want to stand for the?
I would just like to say thank you for recognizing Poppy Day. I know it's an annual event that we have every year, and this city has always given a proclamation to our American Legion Auxiliary Unit 127 located here in Lake Helen, and we appreciate that. Thank you.
Moving right along. The consent agenda. The approval of the minutes of the meeting, acceptance of the bills paid, acceptance of the budget variance report. Anyone have any comment on any one of them? Bills paid?
This bill to David Hughes, painting the pipes in the pump house for $13.25. Is that the same job that's listed as number 27 on the Public Works monthly thing?
Yes, ma'am.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have questions about the bills paid report. The Daytona Beach News Journal, I see a line entry for 14, 17, 16. I'm assuming it's some type of advertisement, but I'm not sure. I apologize, I should have asked you sooner, but I missed that note when I was going over this agenda. Our city administrator. Do I know offhand what that is for? It is under general fund toward the middle of the page.
Is there a check number? What's on the other page?
Legal ads for uncanny project.
What is it? I'm sorry.
We had uncanny project that came to the commission last month. It's for the legal ads that have been posted for those. They are also billed back to the developer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Questions on the minutes?
Yeah, I have a question. On bills. I'm having a really difficult time, and I say this at just about every meeting. As I was going through the line items, we have so many line items that are in error based on the budget and the way it was presented last year. No fault of this entire commission. But I do hope that before we start our next budget meetings, which I hope are earlier this year, then we can get all of those corrected, because we're looking at blank sales, or we're looking at dividing a number by 0, which automatically throws us into a negative figure. I've got a total on that, but I'm not gonna bring that up until we start our budget meetings.
Yeah. Any comments on variance or anything else?
I have a comment on the minutes.
number is that on file? 5A. Presentation, okay, thank you. It is a duplication of a presentation that we read today.
Very small housekeeping. On number 9, there's a question mark before input from Detroit, and I was going to remove that as well. I know it's very minor.
On Sarah, question mark on the word input. So no. Anything else? Yeah, your first one, let me just finish this 6C, okay? Come up there, please.
I guess it's no surprise that First Ann Robbins, 129 Lane. I looked at the numbers, not all of them, but one line in particular. I continue to see large amounts of money being spent on tree work. So when I saw that on the last 2 months' bills, the report that you received tonight is through March 31st. So if you take the line items for contractual services for Parks and